Hey, what's up, Maria? Got your email. I figured I'd make you a video and actually explain all the stuff on the video. Seemed easier. So you're having trouble here because of a rotator cuff. So we don't want to completely go away from this position. What we want to think about is how we can get in this position without pain and reteach the body to be in a shoulders right in front of you position comfortably, and it will then eventually make it stronger and stronger and stronger, and you'll just get back to normal. So let's start kind of with the plank concept, or plank, or not going all the way down. And actually this is going to kind of bleed into doing the actual push-up, but generally speaking, a couple things you want to think about when you're in this position is that your shoulders can go forward and backward. They can also depress and they can elevate. Generally speaking, you want to avoid this position at all times, because this position is going to be engaging a lot of the small musculature in the neck that is not going to be conducive to just general existence is the word I was looking for. But I was jumping ahead. There's a lot of these are like high stress muscles through here. So the more often you activate it, the more it connects to your other stress components in your body. So not elevating your shoulders is pretty much all the time number one priority. So I actually want you to do the opposite. I want you to depress your shoulders. Try to pull your scapulas and armpits down to your hips as you're in a push-up position. So that'll go whether you're doing a plank or an actual push-up, which we'll also talk about for burpees. I think you asked me about burpees, not planks, but either way, it's all kind of the same thing. So always have shoulders down here. Then from there, let's think about push-ups. So push-ups you can do here, here, here. Don't do that, but you could. You could have them all the way pinned. You can have your hands narrow, medium, wide-ish, really wide. You can be flat on the ground, but you can also have your hands elevated on a countertop or a coffee table or couch or whatever is manageable and easy, and pain-free. So when you see push-ups, what I want you to do is find an easy enough surface that you can go through the range of motion without pain above like level 2 or 3. Anything more than that, you're going to be creating a long-term pain process. Anything less than that, you can be reteaching the brain to move through in a semi-safe kind of pattern that's probably not going to cause long-term problems. So 0 to 2 or 3 pain level. Go through the full range of motion. Think about keeping your elbows probably at a 45 and probably here. This is where we want to eventually work to. But if you need to change things, wider, narrower, elbows, let's not go up. Let's think more likely down than up. Up takes out some of the stabilizers, also gets into that threat area in the neck region. So avoid that. Keep the elbows down, pinned. 45 would probably be a good position here and here. And then the last thing, which will tie all of it together, is rotation. So if you imagine your hands are pressed into the ground and you're going to twist the ground apart, like if you were on a piece of paper and you would tear that piece of paper from the center, experiment with that activation process. So your hands won't actually move because they're on the ground or on the counter, whatever it is. But the action of that rotation engages all of the rotator cuffs, or at least most of them, engages a lot of them that oftentimes just turn off and don't support your shoulder, which is when you get problems in the other rotator cuff muscles. So think about and experiment with, while you're in the planks, the push-ups, etc., grabbing the ground and trying to rip it apart. It's going to activate. You're going to see your fingers kind of like twist off to the side a little bit because your hand's going to be trying to turn, but not allowed to because it's on the ground. So you'll see your hands twist, I guess is the best way to put it. And it's going to activate a bunch of stuff in your shoulders. So we want to think shoulders depressed, twisting out, coming here at an easy enough angle that you can move through it pain-free. And that's going to be kind of your starting place for your push-ups, getting back into where those are comfortable. Burpees, just skip the push-up part right now because it's a much more dynamic movement. You're going to kind of get out of position. So just do the squat thrust where you just drop down, put your hands on the ground or a step, hop your feet back, hop them back up, stand back up. You don't need to go into the full dynamic push-up range of motion for now until your shoulder feels better. Hope all that helps. Try it all out, experiment. Remember, pain level 2 or 3 at the most, nothing more than that. And if you still got questions, shoot me another email and maybe I'll make you another video. Maybe we'll get on a call. Hope things are going good and I'll talk to you soon.